Starting over a century ago, hobbyists started playing around with the Makoni's new invention, the radio. They were known as ham radio operators. Today at Tamarind House in Pue, ham operators from around the world gathered for a luncheon. Greg Parker was invited along to chew the ham.
Back in the early days of radio, when Marconi did his newfangled radio stuff, a bunch of amateurs got involved and the professionals got ticked off with them and called them a bunch of hams. As an insulting term, but that name stuck, and today hams still are called hams, or amateur radio operators are still called hams, but now they're up to date with all kinds of modern technology, fancy radios, digital transmission modes, and all kinds of different ways of enjoying the hobby. So here today in Rarotonga we have a group of people going up to Manihiki. They're called DXers. They like to work distant stations and they're putting the North Cook Islands on the air. The North Cooks are very, very rare. We've had a person from the Summits on the Air group. Some people like to climb mountains and put radio stations on the air from mountaintops. So we have an Aussie doing that. Some of us are just rag chewers. We just like to talk, as you can probably tell. Oh, here we've got... Yeah, at Tamarind House we've got, for lunch we've got 5 local hams. There are only 7 hams in the Cook Islands. One lives on Penryn, one on Aitutaki, and 5 here on Rarotonga. They're all here. We have 3 people from the United States who are heading up to Manihiki. 2 Aussies, one's the summit guy, one's a rag chewer like me, and 2 other Americans who they call themselves DXers. And these 2 proud claim to fame is that they have talked to somebody in every single country in the world. So that's our group today, about 14 people. Okay, I'd like to introduce you to the hams from the Cook Islands. On the left there is Victor, Echo 50 Alpha, followed by Jim, Echo 50 Juliet, Bob, Echo 50 Baker, my lovely wife Kathy, Echo 50 Kilo, and I'm Andy, Echo 50 Alpha. Those are our call signs. And we're the 5 hams living on Rarotonga. These folks are the team going up to Manihiki. Over on the left there is Grant.
Yeah, KZ1W, and I'll be E51MKW.
And Melanie.
N7BX, and I'll be E51MQT.
And Rob.
And I'm Rob, N7QT, and again, I'll be running as E51MQT. Thank you so much for the warm welcome.
Thank you. Hams are a kind of a sociable bunch, and this happens to be the day when we're all on island at the same time, so it seemed like a good opportunity to get together, meet and greet, to welcome them to the Cook Islands, and to send them on their way to Manihiki or back home as the case may be.